Yo, Shabbat video. If you want to build muscle, the best technique is bulking, but you must know how to do it correctly. So here is Casey Kelly's best bulking advice. So there are two types of bulking, a lean bulk and then there's a dirty bulk. And Casey Kelly says that you should do a lean bulk instead of a dirty bulk. A dirty bulk is when you mainly eat food that is highly processed or just like foods that aren't healthy, and when you are doing a lean bulk, you are eating mainly whole foods and healthy foods. I totally agree with this because if you choose to do a dirty bulk rather than a lean bulk, you're going to likely gain a lot more fat than muscle, at least more than you would hope. Now, even if you do a lean bulk, you will gain probably some amount of fat because your body is not used to having that many calories consumed daily. But it's a healthier option, and you will likely not gain as much fat compared to a dirty bulk. And if you lean bulk, when it's time for you to cut, you're going to have a easier time losing that fat because you're not going to even have much fat that you need to lose. Whereas in a dirty bulk, you're going to have so much fat on your body depending on the amount of calories you've increased. And like I said, it's healthier for your body because the foods that you're eating are whole foods, and those foods are more high in nutrients, and those foods will actually make you full. So a question that you may be wondering is, how much calories should you increase by? I would recommend you increase your calorie intake by 200 to 400, but like in that range, Casey Kelly agrees with me. And I don't recommend you go like straight to 400 calories. I would probably recommend you start at like 200, and then as you progress in your bulk and your body's gotten used to that 200 calorie surplus, then you should start increasing that surplus. Now, the amount of calories you increase, if you like increase it 100 calories, depends on how your body feels and if you think you're ready to eat more food. So that's the best range for like a calorie intake, and you should aim to gain at least like 2 to 4 pounds of weight each month during a bulk. You don't want to gain anything over 4 pounds. I feel like a healthy amount is probably like 3 pounds a month. Even though you're on a lean bulk, this doesn't mean you can't eat foods that you enjoy. You can have those unhealthy foods from time to time. It doesn't mean that you have to be so strict on your diet and just eat primarily healthy foods unless you really want to. Now, if you are getting tired of eating just healthy foods, you can make those healthy foods actually taste good so you can enjoy your bulk. And you should just enjoy it anyways because you are able to eat a lot more food than you were before. Okay, the second tip that Casey Kelly has is you need to progressively overload. So when bulking, you still need to train during the bulk, especially so you can actually maximize your results and build muscle, because after you've been pushing yourself hard during the bulk, and when you lose some of that weight off and that fat, you'll notice that your muscles have gotten a lot bigger. Because when you're on a bulk, you'll have a lot more energy than you had before the bulk, and you'll be a lot stronger, so you can lift more weight and handle a lot more volume. Now, there are many different ways to progressively overload. One way is by increasing the amount of weight. So let's say you're starting off with 15-pound dumbbells. After you've gotten really strong with those 15-pound dumbbells and you think you're ready to increase that weight, you can probably start doing 30-pound dumbbells. Now, you won't increase that much weight that fast unless like you're a beginner. And if you're a beginner, I don't really recommend you do a bulk at all until you've at least have had 1 year of lifting under your belt. But you can progressively overload by increasing the amount of sets you do in a given workout, and you can also increase the amount of reps. And then there's a fourth way, and that's just by slowing down your reps. And when you're working out, you don't want to overly obsess over your program. Just go to the gym and try to push yourself as hard as you can, and leave the gym and rest and recover, and then repeat that cycle again the next day. While bulking, a lot of people are scared to do cardio. They don't want to be burning calories during their bulk, but still doing cardio, it could be in the form of walking or playing basketball, is not going to do much like to your weight. So just have fun when you're doing cardio. The cardio sessions you have don't have to be lame or boring. You don't have to be on a treadmill and just walking for miles and miles on end, especially during a bulk, because you're trying to gain weight, not lose weight. And doing cardio during your bulk will give you so many benefits, because cardio itself has a lot of benefits, especially for your heart. Obviously, it can increase your endurance if that's your main goal, and it just builds a stronger heart, because your heart is a muscle, and you need to take care of your heart, because if your heart stops, you are going to die. Now, this last tip is kind of a tip that he gave in his video. He actually made a whole series about it, and I wanted to include this because everyone needs to trust the bulk. And if you didn't catch that, that's the fourth tip. And you want to trust the bulk because when you're bulking, a lot of people feel like they're not gaining enough weight, or they're just not gaining weight fast enough. So you just want to trust the bulk and continue pushing through the bulk and not just quitting because you haven't seen any noticeable gains. The same goes for like if you're starting your fitness journey for the first time and going to the gym. After that first workout, and then when you sleep and then come wake back up, you're not going to see really like noticeable changes. After you've consistently done the training, you will see noticeable gains. So the same goes for when you're bulking. After you've consistently eaten at a calorie surplus and have bulked and pushed yourself hard in the gym, after like months of that bulk, you will see noticeable gains at the end, especially after you have cut down. You will see how much muscle that you've gained, and seeing that will actually and should be a motivator for you. After you've bulked, you've received a reward, and that's being a lot bigger and muscular. Now, I want you guys to know that bulking is not required to build muscle. I actually have an entire video that you can watch. There are many other ways to build muscle without even bulking. I've never bulked a day in my life. I have decent amount of muscles. Like, look, I think my muscles are decent. They could be a lot better. I don't think I've personally haven't reached my natural potential limit. I think I said that right. I probably will bulk someday. And if you made it this far into the video, I want you to type in patience. Because during this bulk, we need to be patient. And if you want to know how to build muscle without bulking, you can watch this video right here. I'll see you in the next one. Peace.